Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joel, and welcome back to Fiverr Talks for a little Motivation Monday. Today, we're talking about how much money you can make on the platform and whether or not you'd like to make more. That's right, today we're talking about how to make more money on the platform Fiverr.com. And no, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. No, this is not a program. But these are good old-fashioned tips to help you turn hard work, that's right, W-O-R-K, the four-letter word, into more money. Because really, there's a formula. If you look at how to make more money in anything, there's a formula to follow. And that formula is effort plus time equals more money. Now, it doesn't always equal the same amount of money. Some people have to put in more effort over longer periods of time to make the same amount of money that others can make with little effort and a little amount of time. But today we're going to talk about how to increase the dollar amount, the output of that equation, and maybe decrease or maintain the level of effort and time it takes to do those things. And so I just want to say up front that these are all tips that I've learned from being a freelancer for more than 10 years, selling on Fiverr since 2013, being one of Fiverr's top rated sellers, one of Fiverr's top earners of all time. These are things that I've seen to hold true in my life. And like everything else on this channel, this is my opinion based on my experience. And I believe that almost anyone can follow these formulas, can give their best to this and see great results. Now, the results may vary. My results aren't going to be the same as your results because we're different people and we offer different services, have different skills. But I believe everyone can find some form of success that will work for them if they really give it a go. And today I want to talk about just a few things you can do to make more money on Fiverr. And I'll just say, disclaimer right up front, some of these at the beginning seem self-explanatory, but we have to talk about them because if you're not doing them, maybe you know that, but you're not focusing on them, then you're not going to increase your revenue or make more money over time. And that's why things like improve the quality of your work every single week may sound easy, but it's just not that easy. You have to figure out in the service that you're providing, with the talent and skills that you have, how do you increase the quality of that every single week so that you look back and say, you know what, the videos we made last week looked like this. The video for me, because I sell videos, but the videos we're making this week look like this. I'm always looking out for how we can make our future product better than our past product. And no matter what your service, whether you're a graphic designer, you're a voice actor, you're an animator, you are, whatever, a copywriter, whatever it is, you have to figure out how you make tomorrow's product better than yesterday's. And certainly the increments and jumps will be smaller over time because there'll be less heights to reach. The better you get, the more higher quality is, the harder it's going to be to incrementally get better. But it's something we should still be striving for. You know, we always talk about that 1% in business and in life. If you can make yourself 1% better every single day, you'll turn around and be a different person in a very short period of time. So in order to make more money on Fiverr, it kind of goes without saying, but we're going to say it anyway. You have to make sure that you're increasing the quality of your product, your output, your process, your turnaround time, whatever it is, every single week. And I say week because every single day is too crazy to keep up with. For some of you, it might be something you evaluate monthly, where you look back at the end of a month. But find a period of time that works for you, evaluate that, and say, I'm going to make myself better by this increment over this period of time, and make it something you can attain, okay? So let's move on to the things that might not be as obvious for you. Second thing I want to talk about is that you need to figure out how to target your service to those who are paying the most for it. Now think about this. If you are selling a product or service right now, you need to ask yourself, who's buying that? And you know that those people are okay buying that at the current price point that you're at. Then you have to ask yourself, who's buying the same or similar products or services at a much higher rate? And why? Why are they paying those people more for the same service I'm providing than my customers are paying me? Well, is it a quality issue? Is it an experience issue? Is it just a bad pricing model on your part? You have to find customers that are paying top dollar for your product or service, and then figure out how to get your product or service to the same level or right in parallel with those that they're purchasing at a much higher price. And this next point kind of goes along with that. You need to find a way to serve your existing client base on a different level. Meaning that you don't always need to find those that are paying more for services like yours, but you might need to just look at a way to serve your current client base on a different level. Maybe there's something additional that you can tag on to your service that allows you to maybe double the cost of an average order by offering this and this together. Wow, you've just taken the same client and you've doubled your dollar amount on that client, meaning you don't have to go acquire another client. You don't have to go, make another sale, but you can make more from the current sales that you have. You've got to find a way to serve the clients and the customers you already have, because these people are already placing trust in you by bringing you their hard-earned money, giving you money for your product or service, and saying, give us what you offer in return. Find a way to serve them on a different level, because this is an age-old principle, but the more people you serve, the more money you'll make. It shouldn't be about money. It should be about serving people, and money is the byproduct. But I know finances matter, and if you want to increase your revenue, then you got to figure out a way to serve your existing client base at a different level. And that leads us to one of our final points, which is that you need to slowly increase your prices incrementally and with demand. Now notice this is towards the end of the list, not at the top of the list. Unfortunately, this is something that many freelancers do right up front. They think, I want to make more money, I've got some people purchasing from me, I'm just going to increase my prices. And it doesn't really work like that. You need to increase your prices with demand. What I noticed and learned from my business was that every time I became overwhelmed, I had too much work, too much demand for my time, then my prices need to go up. And it wasn't after one day or 1 week where I was busy. It was like, okay, I've had a month where I've consistently been busy at these prices, too much work for me to handle. And that's the way I would justify raising my prices. People would come back and I would say, you know what? There was a high demand and a low quantity of time. So I had to even those out by bringing the demand down a little bit and increasing the time I was able to spend on each project. It's the law of supply and demand. And it enabled me to increase my prices slowly over time so as to not totally throw my business out of whack. If I jumped from where I started to where I am today very quickly, I might have ruined a great business. But slowly and incrementally over time, I increased my prices with demand. And I think that's the important part, is if you want to make more money, there has to be more demand for your service. So once there is, you can increase prices, and you are the judge of whatever is right in that arena, because you know your business, you know the way you want to work. It could be that you only want to work 20 hours a week and you've got more work than you can do in 20 hours a week. So, just raise your prices so that you can make more on the same amount of time you're working. And the market will tell you when you're getting this right and wrong. If orders completely stop and you lose your business, guess what? You went too high, or things slow down to a trickle. Maybe you need to come back down. But you need to evaluate this over time, do things slowly, make adjustments, adapt, and change as you see reactions from the market. Now, this is my final tip today, and something that I think many of you will look at and say, oh gosh, I could never even think about that. A couple weeks ago, we talked about how to grow your Fiverr business into a real world business, and a lot of you left me comments that said, I can't even get sales going on Fiverr. I can't think about anything beyond this. But you need to start thinking about beyond Fiverr right now, or you'll never get there. And so this goes into that same vein. If you are too busy, you need to bring someone on to help you. And this is something that I found out very slowly and very late, and something that you can do, I wouldn't say very easily, but relatively easily in today's marketplace. You can bring on a VA or a virtual assistant to help you with some parts of your job that aren't necessarily related to your skill, that you can train up and put your values inside of, someone you can walk alongside for a while until they're mimicking your brain, your thoughts, your actions with customers. But bring somebody on to help you. Bring somebody on to keep your messages answered on Fiverr while you're doing creating. It was a great relief for me when I started to do that. And the only way I was able to do that, here's the key, was by tracking my time. knowing where I was putting my time in a week and where I needed to put my time and say, okay, if I had someone helping with this section, it would enable me to do that better. And then I could grow the demand for my service. I could make things better, serve more people, and thus increase my revenue, make more money. Because ultimately, if you want to make more money, you're going to find as a freelancer, there are limits on your time. There is a limit to the amount of money you can make on your own, one-on-one, by yourself. But there is a great factor of multiplication that exists when you start bringing great team members on to help, and when things run smoothly because you've trained them up, you've given them your values, put them inside of their head, and allowed them to take over something that you didn't necessarily need to be doing in your Fiverr business. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm mobile, if you can't tell. I'm in my RV. This is the reason that I am a Fiverr seller, because I want a mobile business where I can travel and do things. And so you'll see me in this wonderful Winnebago, as we'll call it, the wonderful Winnebago, from time to time, bringing you these videos from the road. Could be anywhere in America. You just never know what's outside that window. But thank you so much for joining me today. If you're not already, please subscribe to this channel. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, all about Fiverr, all the time. Going to help you be the best seller you can possibly be, grow your business to the height of your ability, with all your input and effort right here. Leave me some comments down below. Give me a like if you love this video, and share it with someone if you think it can help. And if you're interested in going deeper, you can go on over to patreon.com/DJYoung, that's my Fiverr username, and join us there every Friday for exclusive content. It's the way to interact with me, get real feedback from me, ask questions, all these exclusive videos, more content we're putting out there every single week, some great resources. Don't want to miss it. So sign up over on Patreon, join me there if you want to go deeper and make your selling experience the best it can possibly be. But until next time, keep doing, because the future favors the doers.